In the steaming jungles of the Pacific, battles were often fought at arm's length. When rifles jammed, when bayonets broke, one weapon decided who lived and who didn't. American Marines trusted a heavy, brutal pistol, the M1911A1. Japanese soldiers carried the elegant but flawed Type 14 Nambu. And when these two met, the difference was deadly. In Europe, pistols were backup weapons. In the Pacific, they were lifesavers. Dense jungle, night raids, tunnel warfare. Combat often happened at 5 meters, and sometimes less. In those moments, reliability mattered more than accuracy, and stopping power mattered more than elegance. The M1911 was born from hard lessons in the Philippines. American soldiers had learned the hard way. Small bullets didn't stop determined attackers. John Moses Browning designed a pistol that fired a massive .45 caliber round. Slow, heavy, and devastating. By World War E, the improved M1911A1 had one job: end a fight immediately. The .45 ACPWASNT fast. It didn't scream through the air. It hit like a hammer. At close range, one solid hit could drop an enemy instantly, even through heavy clothing or equipment. Marines trusted it with their lives, because it had already saved thousands. Japan's standard pistol looked modern, lightweight, sleek. But the Type 14 Nambu was built for officers, not brutal jungle combat. It fired an 8mm cartridge with far less stopping power. And worse, its reliability suffered in mud, sand, and rain. On paper, both pistols held similar magazine capacities. But in combat, differences became obvious. The M1911A1, heavy recoil but predictable. Simple design, worked even when filthy. The Nambu, weak cartridge, fragile internals, prone to misfires. In a sudden fight, Americans usually fired once. Japanese soldiers often had to fire twice or more. Marines reported Nambu rounds failing to stop attackers, even after multiple hits. Meanwhile, the .45 earned a terrifying reputation. Japanese intelligence reports noted its power and the fear it inspired in close combat. One Marine said, "When my rifle jammed, the .45 finished the job." Weapons don't just kill, they shape morale. Japanese soldiers learned to respect the sound of a .45 firing nearby. American troops, meanwhile, trusted their sidearms completely. Confidence in a weapon can decide a fight before the trigger is ever pulled. America produced over 2 million meters 1911 pistols during the war. They were simple, interchangeable, and easy to maintain. Japan struggled to maintain quality late in the war. Materials were scarce, training was rushed. The Nambu suffered, while the 1911 remained brutally consistent. The Type 14 Nambu wasn't useless, but it was outclassed. In the unforgiving environment of the Pacific, reliability and stopping power meant survival. The M1911A1 delivered both, again and again. The M1911 served for over 70 years. Vietnam, Korea, Special Forces. Few weapons in history earned such loyalty. Its reputation was forged not in laboratories, but in jungles, foxholes, and desperate last stands. In World War E, technology mattered, but when the distance closed, when fear took over, the fight often came down to a single trigger pull. And in those moments, America's .45 spoke louder than words.